Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So Alabama's offense is up first today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense, and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today. Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play, and really gives this offense edge to it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. It's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Gators come to the line and run the hurry up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Looking to pass this time. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent...
Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in '06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. He'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They go with a direct snap. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. The Gators offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Lining up to try the extra point. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket. Oh, and he fumbles. Looks like the defense has it.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
Keeping it on the ground here. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. The Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Gators are in the red zone. On the ground, it's Daniels. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the handoff again. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Second down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Here comes a handoff. Enough for a first down at the 37. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The Gators pick up enough for a first down. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the right side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And the Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Incompletion makes it second down. Looking to throw it again. That's caught. It's Daniels. He stopped, but he gets a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play put in the scoring position before the half. Who makes the grab? The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be first down. Makes a quick catch. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. The offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He slings this one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? And he'll set up to throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. They bring the punter onto the field now. Hits this one off the side of his foot. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. They tackled him right at the 35-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football. And the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC Championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The Gators hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. Going to kick it away for the second time. And they've got the returner corralled. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. The sure hands. It's Riley. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
With the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he dropped it. We do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Second down and goal. Oh, he snapped to the back. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Gators offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So let's see what they made after the ball at the 34.